What's up, everybody? Derek Anderson, the DA. All right, check it out. So I just thought that this was kind of funny and hilarious that Bob Iger, he won his proxy battle with Nelson Peltz, okay? Nelson Peltz, Jay Russillo, Trian partners, they're not getting on the board of directors over at Disney, okay? Bob spent a whole lot of money and a whole lot of time, keeping them guys off the board. And so he comes out here, and he's doing his victory lap. He's answering questions. And he did answer one question where somebody asked him, hey, what about this social and political agendas, man? Hey, can Disney stay out of that stuff? And he says, well, it's not the company's job to advance any kind of agenda. And then
2 hours later,
they come out and announce a female Silver Surfer. I mean, damn, man. They are banging that MCU drum, ain't they? They are all about agenda over there at Disney, and there's no question about it at this point. I like this article, though, because John F. Trent, shout out to John F. Trent, he puts this article out there saying how he says, yeah, it's not about advancing an agenda. And then all he does in this article is just shows every place where Disney has been advancing some sort of an agenda at the company, okay? Pushing all kinds of agendas right up in your face, all right? You guys remember this one, all right? The lady that literally came out and said there is a not at all secret gay agenda going on and nobody's stopping her, okay? Nobody's stopping her from pushing it.
The showrunners were super welcoming, Meredith Roberts, and our leadership over there has been so welcoming to my not at all secret gay agenda. And so I feel like I felt like it was, maybe it was that way in the past, but I guess something must have happened in the last they're turning it around, they're going hard. And then all that momentum that I felt, that sense of, I don't have to be afraid to let's have these two characters kiss. Let's in the background, I was just wherever I could, just basically adding queerness to if you see anything queer in the show, I'm proud family. But I just was no one would stop me and no one was trying to stop me.
But yeah, that's a good article. You should definitely go and check it out. Let's talk about female Silver Surfer. So we talked about this last year, I believe. We did a video about it, basically saying, look, man, it's coming. Get ready. All right. I think it was Jeff Snyder that had already pretty much said it was happening. And when Jeff Snyder says something, it's probably coming true. And so we already knew that Marvel was going down this road. This is, again, coming off the heels of the disaster that was the Marvels, okay? The ultimate MCU movie that did terrible in the box office. They spent a whole lot of bread. There's no difference here, okay? They're going to spend a lot of money on this thing, and I guarantee you that this thing is going to flop because news like this is going to be coming out, and people are like, nah, I'm good. Okay, I'm not feeling it. I don't really give a damn about who's in it. The cast that they announced, they tried to make a big splash over that. I feel like that casting announcement that they made, it just kind of went over like a wet blanket. Everybody was like, yeah, whatever, man. I'm done with the MCU. All right. Marvel has already shot its wad. People are looking forward to Deadpool. I think Deadpool, this next one is coming up with Wolverine. But that's going to be more for nostalgia berries. Oh, who's going to pop up as cameos, blah, blah, blah. But I don't think that's going to do the numbers that everybody thinks it's going to do. We'll have to see, obviously. I think, with Deadpool, it'll do decent numbers. But, we just got through with Echo. All right. Echo, nobody cared about Echo. Nobody watched it. People trashed it. Whoever did watch it. You got this Agatha Covenant of Chaos coming up. Again, do you sense a theme here, okay? It's it's nothing burger after nothing burger for the MCU, and they're doing no favors with this casting. And look, let me say for the record, it has nothing to do with Julia Garner. This has nothing to do with Julia Garner or her abilities as an actress. Julia Garner right here is a phenomenal actress. Anybody that watched Ozark will tell you that. This chick pretty much stole the show. All right, she's the best part of that series. For throughout the whole thing, all the seasons, she's the best part of Ozark. Played Ruth. Ruth was ruthless, okay? Love that character. So it's not her. I'm pretty sure she's going to come out here and do an amazing acting job in whatever it is that she's in. It's about the agenda, though, okay? It's not about that. It's about the agenda of, gender swapping the Silver Surfer. The agenda Bob claims, no, we're not here for that. It's not our job to push agendas. Okay, then why is there a female Silver Surfer, Bob? Oh, well, why not? Why isn't there a female Silver Surfer? Have you asked yourself that question? It's like that kind of bullshit comes out next, right? And it's like, well, the Silver Surfer has always been a male character. Pretty much a male character. That's how the character is most known. When you talk about the Silver Surfer, this is what you envision, all right? You don't envision a woman. Oh, why can't we? Like once upon a time in a comic book, they made the Silver Surfer a woman. And see, that's where it all goes off the rails, okay? Because some jackwagon some long time ago said, oh, I know what I'll do. Let's make a female Silver Surfer. All right. And now that's giving these idiots carte blanche to do whatever they want and have, oh, it's in canon. It's in the comics. See, everything that's in comics isn't great. I hate when people use that as an example. Oh, it's in the comics, man. I say, yeah, everything that's in comics isn't golden. Okay. Some of the shit that's in comics needs to stay in the comics and never see the light of day. Are you joking? So again, give us the authentic, viable version of the Silver Surfer that most people love. Most people know, the character that made people fall in love with the character. All right. Norrin Radd. Make people give us that Silver Surfer. Why are you giving us some offshoot brand? Why are you giving us the gender swapped brand? Oh, it's because it's about an agenda. You see, again, that's why Marvel is failing. That's why Disney is failing. Star Wars is failing. They are more interested in the agenda. Okay. They are more interested in changing up race, changing up gender for characters, doing some sort of, we got to have representation across the board and all of these various things. That's why this stuff is failing. Because what have I always said? If you put anything above the entertainment factor, okay, above telling a good story with good characters, if you put anything over that, whether it's pushing a message, pushing some sort of an agenda, or, we just want to cash in on a hot, MCU property, okay? We just want to cash in. We just want to make some bread. That's the only reason we're making this crap. That seems like a reason a lot of this Marvel crap is getting made is because they're just trying to cash in on as much of this stuff as possible, or they just want to push an agenda. But if any of that comes ahead and above the entertainment factor, you're going to lose. You're not going to make any money because, again, your audience is coming to be entertained. Your audience is not coming to hear a message. Your audience does not give a shit if you make money off of this or not. They care about the entertainment factor. Am I entertained? Is this a great story? Is this fun? And again, when you're pushing agendas, the agenda comes first. So the possible great stories that you could tell with male Silver Surfer, okay, you've thrown all of that out of the window in favor of the agenda, and that's why you're going to lose. It's the agenda over entertainment. It's the agenda over everything mentality over there. That's what's crushing entertainment today. That's what's crushing Marvel, everybody all across Hollywood. That's what's crushing them. All right. And you're going to see how this agenda comes into play. Let me jump into this part. So basically it says, new Marvel casting deadline has confirmed the persistent rumor that the Fantastic Four will introduce a female take on the classic spacefaring hero, the Silver Surfer. And again, it's going to be Emmy Award winner Julia Garner. But not a gender switch take on Norrin Radd. All right. So here's what they're doing. Garner will actually take on the role of Shalla-Ball. In the original Marvel Comics continuity, Shalla-Ball was the empress of planet Zenla and was the first love of Norrin Radd. When Galactus came to devour their planet, Radd volunteered to become his herald in exchange for sparing Zenla. You see, so in the original run, Norrin Radd was the hero, okay? Norrin Radd sacrificed himself and says, okay, I'll become your herald, Galactus, in exchange for sparing the planet Zenla, because, I'm in love with Shalla-Ball, so on and so forth, okay? But you know what's coming next, okay? You know what's coming next. Oh, it's going to be Shalla-Ball. I'm going to sacrifice myself. We don't need no help from no man. What? You don't need to be around here, Norrin Radd. Get away. All right? I'm going to be the one that sacrifices. I'm going to be the Silver Surfer. She don't need no man. Y'all know that's the story, right? Y'all know that's the story. You know it's the story. Go ahead, just admit it, okay? That's how it's going down. Later, when Franklin Richards took over as the new Galactus, he imbued Shala with the same cosmic powers and allowed her to serve as twin along. Yeah, this ain't happening, okay? I ain't gonna do this, all right? But again, this storyline gave these clowns over at Marvel, oh, I got an idea. Why don't we just say, hey, instead of Norrin Radd being the hero, we'll make it Shalla-Ball is the hero, okay? The one that sacrifices herself. I'm sorry. I see them doing this, okay? This is what's going to happen because this is the agenda, all right? We got to get rid of male heroes. Male hero? What? Norrin Radd, man, get lost, bro. All right? We got Shalla-Ball. She's perfectly capable of being the herald of Galactus. And that's the Silver Surfer that everybody's going to get to know. That's the first Silver Surfer. Like all of the comics that have been written with this guy, all right, as the Silver Surfer, all the storylines, all right, all of his storylines are going to become her storylines. You know, it's going to become Shalla-Ball storylines, all right? It's not going to be Norrin Radd. It's going to be Shalla-Ball. They're going to hand all of his stuff straight over to her. So it's not a quote unquote gender swap, but it still is, okay? Because again, they're just going to make his story her story. That's all they're doing. That is it. That is all. So I'm not fooled by any of this stuff when they say, where'd they say it right here? Oh, it's not a gendered switch take on Norrin Radd. It is. They're just basically taking the character and they're just going to say, okay, we're going to give Shalla-Ball all of Norrin Radd stuff. Mark my words, okay? If I'm wrong, I'll come out and admit I'm wrong. This is just me reading the tea leaves and seeing how Marvel does business, and this is how they do it. So, yeah, expect some bullshit. Expect them to pull, you know, Norrin Radd's storyline and just basically hand it over to Shalla-Ball. Shalla-Ball is perfectly capable of saving herself. She don't need no man. That's going to be the whole story. I guarantee it. You know, except they won't set it up like that. You know, they'll just basically, you know, put her in place of him. That's pretty much all they're doing. And again, Marvel, in my opinion, this is the agenda that Marvel is trying to push. This is the agenda that Disney is trying to push. You know, so when Bob Iger comes out here, oh, you know, it's not our job to advance any kind of agenda. You're advancing agendas every single movie, every single television show, everything you do on ESPN, man. You watch ESPN, it's just agenda central on ESPN. So get lost with all of that bullshit, Bob. We ain't buying it. Anyway, folks, what do y'all think about this situation again? Female Silver Surfer about to become an absolute dumpster fire, okay? They're just completely getting rid of this guy, Norrin Radd. They don't like him. They don't like male heroes, all right? That's how it is in Hollywood these days. We got to pump up the female heroes because that's the agenda in play. You guys let me know what you think. Jump down in the comments. Give me your thoughts and opinions on that. And thanks for watching. See you next time.